Hi! I pressed the button and then completely forgot that we are live. Hi, my name is Eirtis Ragnarsdóttir. I'm an Icelandic Chinese artist. I have exhibited my work worldwide and I have worked with brands such as Gucci, Burton, and Fujifilm. We are currently in my art studio here in Beijing, and I am going to chill out with you guys for a little bit while I am drawing and just sort of see how everyone's feeling. We're in the middle of some crazy energies right now. Well, it's still eclipse season, even though we just completed the eclipse. And now we're just really processing. We're processing a lot right now collectively. Hi, Jays. Oh my. Hi. You jumped straight on. You saw the notification. You're like, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. It's been a moment. I have allowed myself to take a moment off. Do I have clarification on how often I'm going to be doing these live streams? Not really, but I know that it's going to have to just be when it feels right for me. I can't do this as frequently as I have been doing, simply because it does require energy for me to be here, and there's so much that I'm trying to do as well, and I gotta really just balance everything out. Yay! Well, you manifested the stream, James. Hi, Bobby. I'm good. Honestly, I feel great. And well, actually, it's that time of month again, so I'm a little bit foggy in my mind and all that good stuff. I like to just open up and talk about it. I don't really hide it because it's such a big part of all women's experiences, and it's a very real thing. So I think it's good to have it in open dialogue, because I feel like around this time, basically, I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it's just like women are quite different depending on the different phase of the month, and it's such a different experience to be that way compared to being a man. And to me, I'm like, I'm just different people. There's different people in me. So yeah, I am that version of me that is hypersensitive, hyper. Not that I'm not sensitive normally, but I am very real. This channel is the epitome of real, okay? We talk about all the realness. I am Icelandic. Yeah. I'm actually going to be drawing while we're chatting, but I think one of the reasons that I wanted to stream right now as I'm drawing is because I just want to spread some love. Like, I just want to spread some good vibes, because I know it is intense right now. I mean, there's a full-blown war happening. It's been happening, but more is happening, and that's, a very real manifestation of this energy, and we can't really deny that. And at the same time, we are all of us experiencing something collectively, individually, all of us. It's just massive changes happening, and I just want to spread some love, and just, I see you, and I hope you're doing okay. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. Know that you're just know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. That one is for someone out there for sure listening. And also, just give yourself some grace, and that it's okay, because we're actually going through a time right now where we're shedding our old skin, and we are hopefully being courageous for the new to come in, and it can be hard. We are connected. Exactly. Iceland is green and Greenland is ice. You are absolutely right. Thank you, Louis. So, we're just spreading love here. Good vibes. How are you doing, James? How are you doing, Luis? Shaik? How is everyone doing? Let's do a little vibe check. Is everyone feeling You know, like what's going on in your life right now? I'm honestly curious. Because I think we're all, whether or not it's already manifested, like changes or anything like that. We can talk about maybe it's not, nothing's really happening for you, but maybe you're feeling different. Maybe you're feeling like, wow, like I'm ready to be a different version of myself. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Let's get some more in the chat, and I'm going to double tap the video, guys. Let's get some more people in here. I think double tapping, liking this video helps get more people in here. So let's do that. Sputtering. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I think it's just it's a really good time right now to really just focus on what is coming up that we're dissatisfied with, and know that you can change that and you can release that, and you can really embrace the new, embrace what you know, if you're dissatisfied with something, that is your entire system telling you that it's not meant for you anymore. Maybe like you're still holding on to it, but ultimately you want something else. It can also be that. Kenny, I'm an artist, so this is my job. But thank you, Nine Yor. Well, I guess in some ways I'm like an actress now, like as well. Might be acting in something else as well besides the film that I'm in. So let's all manifest that together. Might be another opportunity of acting coming my way. You could definitely. Thank you, Nine. Hi, Andrew. Hi. Why not do both? Yeah, I mean, they complement really well. I think it's just another creative form. I'm drawing. I'll show you guys what I'm doing once I'm done drawing, yeah. Wait, one. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. I didn't even tell Random I'm here yet. I have. Thank you. Thank you for the handsome comment. I appreciate it. I do feel quite handsome today. 1 second, I'm gonna check something. Hi, Lighthouse. Okay, so I'm gonna keep drawing, and then every once in a while I'll look up, and if y'all wanna, I'll show you guys here and there what I'm drawing, but for now I'm just riffing. And I encourage you guys, if you want to also draw and do something creative, to do so. You can post it in the community on my channel, which if you're subscribed for over 24 hours, you can access for free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I hope you guys are all having a great day. What time is it where you guys are? Also, where are you guys all? Australia. Awesome. Where in Australia? Was it Sydney? I think you said Sydney last time. It's hard for me to remember. Oh, also, right now I'm in a state of complete inability to remember things. California, what? I'm taking a program right now on California time, online. Is it true? Is it over? Did I throw it away? Or was it you? Perth City. Oh, yeah. A friend of mine, it was so funny. A friend of mine came into my live stream the other day, onto my live stream the other day. And just when he entered the chat, he saw that you wrote Perth City, and that's where he's from. And he was like, whoa, like, what are the odds? It was one of those crazy moments. I know, crazy. I think you were also new by then, right? Or how long have you been subscribed to my channel? It might be James. Let's see it. Let's see what kind we will get tonight. I feel like it's just a proposal for the whole fam kind of thing. It's like entertainment for all of us. Second stream, yeah, because I think that you literally entered the stream at around the same time as my friend, and we were just talking about where we were all coming in from, and you happened to be where he's from. So wild. The universe is a crazy place. Losing myself in the drawing. Hi, Wellington. Oh, maybe I should message Brian real quick. Give me a sec. So is anyone drawing at the same time as me right now? Just curious. I think it might have been you though. I think so. Because I haven't actually been live since that stream. It's been a while. Has it been a week? I think it's been 5 days maybe. 4 days, 5 days. But y'all know that I try to stream when I can. I'm gonna have to go back to Japan quite soon, and at the end of the month I'll be traveling again. And so this month is looking a little travel packed for me. Truly. It does go so fast. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go check out Art Basel in Hong Kong probably. People are gonna come on my channel and think that I'm just like humming. But yeah, so I'm basically doodling, okay? But I want to doodle a little bit longer to see if it actually turns into something worth showing. Same time zone as Perth. Interesting. Yeah, Japan is very cool actually. It's pretty awesome. I recommend it. I think it's one of those places everyone should go check out at least once if you can. It's pretty cool. The culture is very different there. Yeah, I'm just doodling and then I'll show you guys in a bit. I'm in a really chill mood right now. I'm also kind of feeling cramps, honestly. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. You're not even actually watching me, the process of drawing, but I'll show you guys in a bit. But I'm hoping that the vibes can go towards you and you can have like a moment just where, I mean, that was honestly my intention doing the stream was I'm in a really good state and I'd love to just transfer that to you guys. Also, it's such a crazy time now, so I think we just need more of this good vibe. Yeah, and I recommend if there's anything you need to be doing right now, you can also be drawing or writing or whatever it is that you need to be drawing. Thank you, Flaxy. One moment, I'm gonna check something. I'm always baffled by how long my hair is. It's kind of nuts. It just happened out of the blue. It happened so fast. James, how are you doing? What are you doing right now? Are you also writing something or creating something using the vibes? I was missing my fam here the whole time. Every time I take a break, I just think of you guys and want to come back, but it's also a time where I'm really trying to navigate what's ahead and figuring out what's actually feasible for me time-wise. But I do believe that we're getting very close to 3,000 hours. Okay, so in real life, something that might be starting again for me here in person is I might be starting my art healing workshops again in person at my studio and some other collaborative spaces here in Beijing. And really what I do is I guide the people that come to my workshops how to access what they maybe have blocked within themselves, go back internally and find that creativity, that spark inside of them, bring back that inner child, and we create something with it. But really the goal is just for you to remember who you truly are in your essence, and you can bring that creativity into your work, into your home, into whatever space. Like, who are you? Remembering who you are. And I guide that process through meditation and through art healing, like basically art meditations as well. So we do like grounding exercises going into our body and connecting back with our soul, essentially, because art ultimately is soul. And sometimes we get so blind, like we forget, like we basically put up all these barriers because we've been through life and we've been through hardship, and maybe we were hurt, and then we close off all these centers in our bodies, and then we forget who we truly are beyond all of this. And even in those instances, when you create a piece of art, the artwork tells you who you are. And it's all very intuitive. And over time, when you do a lot of it, it's like the blockages just open up little by little. And it's just been a really amazing process that I've personally experienced making art all these years. And it's just really cool to sort of see how it can magically bring you to all these incredible places and realizations. And really, I'm just like passing on what has worked for me, what has been really fun for me to explore in my own practice. And them. I literally lost my train of thought in the middle of saying, because I just like started vibing with what I was saying, and I was like, wait, what was my point again? But my point is, I'm going to start doing those workshops in person again. And once my channel becomes, once I become partner and I'm able to do the memberships, if anyone is interested in joining, well, even before that, I think I'm just curious if you guys would be interested in doing this through YouTube as well. And I could create, whether that's, I'm still deciding how it would be, but it could be like a Zoom, like a link, and then we're all doing the exercises together, and I get to see what you guys are creating, and we can have like basically the full experience, but online. I think there's so many ways to do it, but I think it's a matter of time as well. So just let me know if this could be helpful, because when it comes to this, I just want to be able to help you guys access you. I'm not actually, it's really just giving you the tools that can bring you back to yourself. Let me see what everyone's writing. Oh, that's so funny. I do have pretty good hair. My hair used to be better. Like now it's definitely getting thinner than I used to have so much hair. I had a Hermione amount of hair from Harry Potter. Okay, James, I'm happy to hear. So I guess like I mean I brought this up in previous lives, but I think that would be really cool. Just I'm basically brainstorming what could be potential memberships. And like when it comes to these workshops, I would probably only want to do it to start on new moon and full moon, because those are really intense energy points. And so whether it is you guys sign up specifically for the workshops and I create a link or something like that for you guys and we separately do it, or it's through the membership and like you get basically to join the live sessions on new moons and full moons and we can do the creative process together. But I'm sort of still brainstorming this. And but the reason why, like, I think at the very least full moons, because it's such a strong energy to be releasing, and you need to release things, get rid of toxins, get rid of thought patterns, get rid of emotions, face the things that you don't want to face. You got to get rid of it to make space for the new, make space for what you really want. So it's a really good time for release. And then manifestation is quite good for new moon energy and release and detoxification and getting all of that into your art. I make some of the coolest art pieces on full moon energy. And also sometimes I create an entire piece in one night on full moons. And that's what I would be guiding you guys to do. And I think it's always just really cool to see yourself in an artwork too. I think it's always easier to see other people, but then seeing yourself, it's hard. Again, that's like why I even started painting in the first place, because I was such a chameleon. I was such a people pleaser, and I didn't know who I really was, because I would just turn into what you wanted me to be. But then when I look at my paintings, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the crazy girl that I am, like, this is who I truly am. And I think that's a really wonderful thing. Hopefully I can open that up for you guys. I just went on such a long tangent, but these are things I'm thinking about. Just how do I bring this to you guys? Am I happy, Lewis? I've been feeling a lot of moments of gratefulness and I want to say like peace. Like I just feel, I don't know if I would use the word happy, but I would say good. Like I've been feeling like I'm doing my soul's rightful, I'm on my rightful mission. So that feels good to me. And just the idea that, you know, I'm exactly where I should be at this moment, and as are you, and as we all are, and there's something really peaceful about that. Oh, thank you, Glaxy. Oh my gosh, thank you, Glaxy. Gosh, I'm I'm taking that as a sign. I'm really like, oh, I feel that. I feel that to my core actually right now. I've been getting goosebumps a lot. Like whenever something hits really hard, it kind of goes through my entire body, and I just let myself soak in it. I've been so porous to all the energies around lately, like more so than in previous years. It's just been next level. I also just think Earth is on fire right now. Like, so I'm like, ooh, like I'm having to just kind of navigate the world, and I'm doing so much, you know, like I'm meditating now way more and doing more breathing exercises, and that's also what I want to offer you guys, is that this is something I recently learned. You can get to a really amazing place. Like you can be happy today, right? Does that mean you're going to be happy tomorrow? Does that mean you're going to be peaceful in a week, in a month, in a year? You know, and the answer is no, not necessarily. You need to maintain this energetic hygiene. You need to maintain this state of peacefulness. How do you do that? And it takes work, just like any muscle, because the level of chaos in this world, the level of, I want to say garbage that we take in every day, you got to be able to be in a place where you can kind of put it off and still stay in a good place. How do you do that? You got to exercise that muscle, and you know, set those intentions. That's number one. And we can do that on my channel, so maybe that's something I do for you guys. Like all of my artwork have this place in them. Like I create art from this space that we're talking about, where I'm connecting to some larger source, to the cosmos, you know, something that we're all part of, and I'm just translating this. But I actually also am interested for you guys to know that you have this within yourself as well. You can access this yourself, and yeah, I think like my way of doing it is through art. You can talk to someone else and they can help you access it through some other form of meditation, but I just love making art, and I think it's the funnest way to connect to your own divinity and all that good stuff. Wow, I love that, Shy Milliman. James, yeah. Is it just me, or did you use 2 accounts, right? I see you giving me extra likes. No, dude, like making art with the moon cycle is amazing. Doing anything with the moon cycle is amazing. And I've been doing like the earliest days of my spiritual journey. It's been a very long journey, and I'm actually at a point right now where I feel like in a way, I'm like coming out of the full closet of being like, you know, I really am like functioning on this energetic plane. We all are, but I've been very hesitant to openly be comfortable speaking in this way, because I know that so many people might think you're weird. But truthfully, we really don't understand the world, and I think there's so much that we actually know already intuitively, but we're wired in a way that we need the proof. We need to see, you need the mathematics. And there's just a ton about the universe that we don't yet have the mathematics for. And it doesn't mean that you can't actually know it. You can't intuitively know something. So yeah, but I think at this point I'm just like about the moon. So the first really moments that I noticed that there was something at play here, it's many years ago. One of the moments was I would always notice on full moons, because at the time I had so much baggage. I had, I mean, severe depression. I had really debilitating anxiety. Like I had a lot of different mental health issues I was battling with that would boil to the surface, and I was, working a lot and partying a lot and really just suppressing this, drinking a lot of coffee, all the things to really deal with this or not deal with this. And I noticed that on full moons, it was always when all of these emotions and this craziness inside of me would boil out to the surface and need to come out. So I would be at home in my apartment and suddenly I couldn't breathe and I would start getting panic attacks. And so I would basically need to go outside. I'd go to the rooftop and just sit there and just breathe because I couldn't breathe. Then I'd have to go for a walk. And every time this would happen so dramatically, like a visceral, physical, full body experience, it was always full moons. And so I started thinking, what? Like, this is crazy. And there were still people that believed that, oh, the moon doesn't have any correlation with our feelings. I think that now we know this is related. There's data on this too. But data as in, the police station, they usually have more cops prepared because there's more violence on full moons and etc. You guys know what I'm saying. But so that's how it all started. And there's so much more nuances to this. It's just that full moon energy, eclipse energy are so intense that you can't deny the intensity. If you're really blocked, you won't feel it. But you can get unblocked. We're all connected to nature. We're all connected to everything. The air that we breathe is part of the cosmos. We're literally breathing in yeah. So everything's just kind of basically there's so much that we don't know. But let me bring this back. Art is pretty awesome in that way. Is that we can create really cool shit. And especially on these full moons, and then we basically can sit back and sort of look at what we did. And there's lots of ways to sort of look at an artwork. I do it very intuitively. I don't like to use my brain when it comes to art. Like I don't really want to do that, because to me it's like there's something intelligent about our way of expressing ourselves. There's something intelligent about it. Like, why did you put a line here on the paper and then to balance that? Like, okay, I've been doodling, right? Like, why did I put a line here and then a line there? And like, how did this happen? And it's really similar to breathing. Did somebody ever teach you how to breathe? You just know how to breathe. And that's the level of consciousness I try to bring you guys into when we're creating. Yeah, so that's what's up. Thank you, Louis. I like tarot. I like all of it. Once you start to go down this rabbit hole, it's all the same because nothing makes sense. Like I just talked to a friend who's in the stock market. Like she plays with stocks, okay? It's like her primary thing. She's reading all these stocks books and she's just doing stocks. I don't even know if you say doing stocks. That's how little I know about this. But she was like, girl, you should get on this because you'd be surprised. So much of it has to do with energy. And she was explaining how when she wakes up and she just feels really vibrant, the stocks, she just knows, like she gets into a flow state and she just knows when to sell and when to keep. And there are days where she just feels awful and everything goes wrong. And so I think this, honestly, like just opening this up for yourself and connecting to yourself, so much opens up. Thanks, James. I just hope that this can open something up for you guys. And it's not, I just don't think, woo-woo stuff is woo-woo anymore. I think it's just a misconception. I think we just don't understand. But I think it's just energy. Like we are made of energy. We're made of water. We're made of like elements. We're made of like basically earth or like particles, and everything around us is too, and we're all just sort of connected, and it just makes sense to me. So if you tune into that part, then you're able to kind of tune into something just like really divine, and that to me, that's where creativity comes from. I think it's silly to assume that I am the one creating these paintings. I don't. And I feel like if I was actually thinking that, I don't think that the creativity would be coming to me in such a flow as it does. There's been some really crazy shit that I've been painting recently, and I think the only reason why I've been able to paint it is because I'm so open to the painting revealing itself to me. There've been moments where I've felt a little bit scared because I don't know what's gonna actually appear on the canvas, but I just know that it's, all I need to do is just to make myself a clean vessel and for it to come through, because it wants to come through. And yeah, I just think that's a really cool thing. Like, I just hope I can sort of like help you guys in some way to access this amazing, I guess just the amazing power that surrounds all of us, that keeps everything moving and flowing. Am I a moon girl? I mean, yeah, I guess. I was also born at night. I literally was born on a day where we barely had any light because I was born in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, Daniel knows astrology. Sun is connected to the father. Moon is connected to the mother. Yes, totally. Mars is your stamina and strength. Yeah. Mars is also the planet you want to look to when you're seeing like the transits that it makes, when you're trying to figure out like when potentially wars might be occurring or explosives and things like that. It's actually a very intense planet. Daniel, you really know all of it. Thanks, Louise. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys here. Thank you, Ronk Ray. Hi, Sam. Exactly, James. I was like trying to think of the word. I'm like, I mean, I'm like pretty, like I said, I'm on, I feel all the hormones. My body's kind of like all over. This is usually not a good time, to be honest, for me to stream because I'm a little bit over the top, but I don't know. I just wanted to share it because, I think it's like important to just share the authenticity of the moment. And you guys have seen me in every different state. And I'm also learning to integrate all these aspects that I have sort of scattered over for a reason, maybe as like I don't know. It's kind of interesting that we do that as well. And we kind of like separate the parts within ourselves. So we're all just integrated and we're all like whole, but I think maybe it was a way to cope. But yeah, I think there are definitely moments like when let's say right now I'm hypersensitive, and these are moments that I've definitely felt a lot of shame around. But I realize that these are also moments that I'm able to access a lot of incredible, I don't know, like energies that I normally am not as sensitive to. And so it really just depends on how you construe it. Maybe it's not ideal for a different kind of circumstance, but hey, we make art on my channel. And I just talk about that. And art is soulful. Art is the language of the soul. And I think it's time for me to be open and talking in that way. I've literally kept this down. I feel like I've avoided speaking in this way, but truly, soul is a thing. Like, what makes you love and resonate with an artwork? There's something about it that speaks to you intuitively. How do you even explain that? And we just got to acknowledge it. We're not robots. We're actually organic, we're natural. we feel, we all feel, and let's not pretend that we're all just brain, like we're all just cerebral. My name is Ertis, actually, Sam. One second, continue with whatever the heck I'm drawing right now. Okay, what I wrote in the speech bubble here in like really jumbled up letters is the world is kind of going crazy right now, but let's all just smile. Because I feel like that's the art that I'm seeing everywhere right now. And I do appreciate that. I think I do understand it. But I think for me, I also just feel like this is such a rare moment in time in history in like mankind that shouldn't we be making art also that reflects the difficulties and the shadows that is coming up for all of us? Of course, there's hope and there's light in it, but can we not pretend that we're not in an intense period right now and just paint rainbows? Like, can we not be like, oh, everything is rainbow when it's shadows? Can we maybe see that there are beautiful moments in the shadows? Like, that's a little bit more truthful to me. That's just me. Controversial maybe, but I'm just seeing so much art out there that is so happy, and I'm like, I'm all about that, but I am more interested in capturing an energetic moment in time. And I will make art that, I mean, actually, I'm simultaneously making a collective, energetic painting right now, and also like a really, I want to say, happy, beautiful, aloof, sort of airy painting at the same time. But I just don't want us to pretend that the shadows are not coming up. Yeah, like I tend to think that shadows are cool. We all have shadows. Like, that's the whole idea. All of us have them. You can't exist without shadows. It kind of makes sense if you think about it. If you walk long enough, it's always a cycle. The shadow goes in front of you, and then it goes behind you, and then there are times in life where you are looking at your shadow in front of you, and there are times in life where the shadow is behind you. But when it's in front of you, can we not pretend that it doesn't exist? Because it actually wants to be witnessed. It wants to be seen. And when you suppress it, that is the danger. That's when the wars happen. That's when that's when illness happens. That's when people like die from disease. Like, don't run away from your shadows. It's your friend. I don't know about a real life haunted experience. I think I'm trying to like stay in like even though I'm talking about shadows, staying in a peaceful state. I think we've all been through stuff, you know? And guarantee you've been through emotional stuff if you're here on my channel, because we basically dive deep into emotions here. Oh my gosh, raw nature, what's up? I've been eating so many walnuts today. Exactly, James. There's no way around it. I mean, I'm not talking about cerebrally, like thinking about your shadows. I mean, like when it comes up, when your fears come up, you gotta be acquainted to it. You gotta not suppress it. You gotta be like, hey, what's up? You know, why are you here? And that's the only way to release it. You gotta first acknowledge it. You gotta say, what's up, bro? Yeah, they're just easy to eat. Fish. It's a very random comparison, Daniel. I think AI. Yeah, I don't think I have to really speak up on what I feel about AI art. But I think, just in a quick summary, I think it just matters all the more now that we have all these changes happening, that we remember to go back towards our source and our soul, because AI art ultimately is not soulful. And what differentiates us from AI generated art is our human essence. What does that mean? Dot, dot, dot. Not AI. Are there other live streams that are AI? Is that what's happening right now? I showed my cousin some footage of the film I'm acting in right now, and I didn't like, I just assumed that he knew it was me, because it's me. It was literally me, but he was showing no interest, and I was like, dude, like, this is the whole scene from the film. And he was like, oh no, it's AI generated art. And I was like, no, it's not AI, like, or it's AI generated video. And I was like, it's not. And he was like, what? It's not? And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy. Because it was like a really random circumstance I was in the film. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have soul. Was it me? Is it over? Did I throw it away? Was it true? Lol. I'm glad it's soothing. I'm just doodling, y'all. Drawing over here. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for sharing, Raw Nature. Yeah, I do need a better mic, honestly. You're so right. Absolutely. No, I'm Icelandic. Thank you, everyone, for the likes. I appreciate it. And I'm happy to know that you guys are interested in potentially being part of what I was talking about earlier with the workshops. Yeah, I think it'll be very doable for me to do 2 of those workshops a month online with you guys. And I'll probably be doing them as well in person. So maybe I'll do them in the morning with you guys and in person at night. I'm collaborating with my friend who has a mezcal company, because mezcal also, there's this healing components to agave from Mexico. She's from Mexico. And we were going to do these retreats together. We actually just had a meeting about that today, so I think it could be quite awesome. Oh, I was talking about Jay, like basically opening up these virtual workshops that you guys can participate in, art healing workshops on new moons and full moons, which is a detoxification and also good for manifestation. But we basically use art to guide us forward, and we access the creativity that some of us have blocked inside of us. And we just basically reconnect with ourselves, with our essence, with our soul, and it can help us in all kinds of ways. It can also be very good for our health. James, you're on. You're on. Yeah, like the truth is this, doing this kind of work, like I'm right now also enrolled in a program myself where I'm practicing qigong. So I'm going to be using all these different techniques that I'm learning as well with how to bring back, get back our life force. I don't know if some of you guys feel depleted a lot. I noticed last year that I started feeling very depleted often. And the explanations, like you're basically, you don't have, like you have like, what's it called? Like you have leakages in your energy centers, so you're not able, you don't have a shield. So I'm trying to think of how to describe this in the best way possible. It means that we're leaking energy more than we're receiving energy. And a lot of us have this problem. We're just like, whether it's leaking the energy to people in our lives that are draining us, or just not knowing how to sanitize and take care of our own energy systems. So we're constantly giving and giving and giving, and then we're just depleted. And if you want to really be able to harness and get back your life force and get back to this, vibrant source, of energy that we all have, because we're part of all this, you know, incredible energy out there, then there are these mechanisms you gotta integrate into your lifestyle, and you gotta be conscious of it. You gotta be intentional about it. And I'm very happy to share this with you guys. Like, I have found that my creative practice, my art practice, is where I actually get life from. And I have struggled to really, you know, find a way to do that kind of work in my day-to-day, like outside of the art studio. So I know how to bring this to you guys in an artistic way. But now I'm also advancing my understanding of how to do this with Qigong and do this beyond just art, because I want to only rely on art, you know. And so I'm going to be able to integrate a lot of these techniques, that it's not only how to do this with art, but also we can do some Qigong exercises together, things that you can do in your meditation sessions daily, where you just replenish yourself. And dude, like, guys, like, when you feel energized and when you feel vibrant and feel good, everything goes better in life. Everything. I have a big forehead. BWD. Okay. Hi, Conrad. What's up? Hi, we're just hanging out for a little bit here. Very rarely in nature. Only when I really visit Iceland do I do that. I'll give you guys a glimpse of my art studio right now. So this is the piece I'm working on right now. Those are two dark pieces that I created when I arrived back to China. Thank you, Daniel. No, I'm in China right now. This one's also quite cool. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I just did this in one stroke. Looks like a face and a face and a flower. So that's kind of nice. That's cute. Cute. Hi, Daniel. I have been having some. I think we all are psychic, by the way, Daniel. It's just that we're so disconnected from ourselves and from everything right now. But we all are. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna get off now and then I'm gonna start painting. But it was really nice hanging out with you guys. This was a doodle I was making, by the way. Okay, so I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. I'm gonna leave you guys be now. Alejandro's here. That's cool. Very interesting. It does look weird. All my art's a bit weird. As are we. Aren't we all a little bit weird? So yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Actually, tomorrow's a big day. I have a lot going on tomorrow. Yeah, I doubt that I'll be able to come online tomorrow. Got a few events to attend. However, I will see you guys maybe the day after. Thank you, James. Thank you, Jaden. Ciao, guys. You guys are awesome. Have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.